We're live. Yo, what's
Oh,
going on,
Lord.
guys? It's your boy Soap. Back again. Okay,
Blah,
it's
blah, blah.
Soap. Welcome back to the SoapCast. This is episode 4, and I'm joined here today with
Soap Sugar Daddy.
his name is Malachi
Is anyone even watching right now? We're probably streaming at 0 views right now.
because it just started. Dum dum. Duh. You expect it just to be a million views right away? You act
Yup.
like I'm not fucking famous, but I wish. One day, maybe one day. Probably not. But maybe one day, bro. Maybe one day. But yeah, man. How are you? How are you today?
I'm good. I'm just eating some nuts.
That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. All right. What the fuck is this shit? Nah, this. Hold on. I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna show you. This makes me mad. Look at this. Look at this.
Well,
Look at
let me see.
this,
I kind of like that.
bro. Nah, this makes me mad. This makes me
Kinda
so
like
mad,
that.
bro. Nah, that makes me mad. Nah, that makes me so mad. What the
I don't
fuck
really
is
mind
that
that.
bullshit? What
Wait, wait,
the fuck is that bullshit? No.
wait.
Nah, bro.
Let me
Nah,
see that. I
bro.
need to say that. I need to say that for something.
Nah, bro. Shut up. Shut up.
I just need to edit a little bit so I can do some stuff with it.
There was something I did want to talk about though. Um, so, fuck. So, like people that work in the White House, so like the people that work in the Senate and other people that work within the White House, like kind of like higher up in the government, are allowed to trade in stocks, and they pass laws and stuff that allow them to like help out certain businesses. So like let's say something with electric cars, they pass something involving electric cars. Obviously, Tesla stocks are going to go up, right? And guess what? They buy into Tesla stocks. That happens all like everyone, like all of like the big politicians are in like the Senate, like do all that shit. They invest in the stocks. Who Nancy Pelosi's husband has like a 99% like accuracy on all the stocks that he does. Like he has like a higher like he does better in stocks than like most billionaires do. Like Bezos and like those billionaires like does way better than they do, and he knows nothing about stocks. So it obviously really fishy. Nancy Pelosi also does it. A lot of Republicans, a lot of Democrats, a lot of if there is any other kind of political party people in there, they also do it. It's not just like, oh, it's not just Nancy Pelosi. It's everybody does it. But so AOC, AOC obviously a Democrat from New York and why does it say far right? Hold on. I don't like how this says an electric group of lawmakers, including progressive representative Alexandra, I don't know how to say her middle name, Cortez. So basically AOC, Democrat from New York, and they say far right Republican Matt Gaetz, I think I say Republican from Florida, proposes a bill Tuesday to effectively prevent members of Congress from actively trading stocks. The latest push to stop congressional stock trading through previous efforts have faced opposition from both parties. So two people on the complete opposite sides. You know, Matt, they say far right. I don't know what his positions are, but he is from Florida, so he probably has he probably complete opposite of what AOC is, because AOC is a far left politician. Both coming together to stop the stock trading, and obviously, and this is the best way to prove like who you want in Congress coming around to next election by the people that are in Congress that vote against this bill. If you see any politician voting against this bill, don't vote for him again. Don't let them get into Congress again, because you see they're trying to take advantage. But whenever we manipulate the stocks, we do insider trading like anybody else does besides a politician, you get federal jail time. Like someone like I don't even know her name. She has like a cooking show with Snoop Dogg. What's her name? Yeah, Martha Stewart. Did insider trading, got federal time in prison, right? She's not. Yeah, she's not a politician. She's not a politician, right? She's just some random person who had a TV show who was famous for cooking, but she did insider trading and then got in trouble for it because that is very illegal. You will get in trouble for for participating in insider trading. These are politicians. These are people that are running our country who have salaries of like who have like 100K salaries a year worth like millions of dollars. Nancy Pelosi makes like from like her government job like maybe like a little less than 100K, a little bit more than 100K a year, but it's worth like $100 million. This seems kind of fishy, doesn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's a little fishy. And then obviously she has went against multiple times this bill has tried to been passed through. Hopefully this law gets passed through because they don't that should not be a thing, especially if they're passing laws that can affect certain companies and then they're buying into those companies, because you see it all the time. Because that what you invest into, like stocks you invest to, is very public, especially if you're a politician. Is everything you do is very public. Your emails are public, like everything is public, like obviously to a certain extent, but everything that you do is basically monitored by like the FBI and CIA and shit if you're in the government, depending on like how high up and like if you're a governor or if like you're a mayor of like certain places. Like if you're a mayor of like a small town, they don't give a shit about you because like you hold really no power. You hold the power of like 1,000 people in like your small little town in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. But yeah, I don't know. I hope this law gets passed through because this would be a great law to get passed through.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, fuck! I go on Fox and they have to fucking pay for that shit.
Yeah, I want to see a new case, the new Johnny Depp case.
There's a new Johnny Depp case.
No, I'm saying like it would be more exciting cases. Like they try him.
Wait, what?
Like they try to do that. Like did all this illegal stuff. I want to see that. Be funny.
Oh yeah,
They'll pull an Amber Heard.
banning stock trading. I want to see the video.
You stream this to me?
Yeah, I'm about to put it up for you too. I just want to get a reliable source. I don't know which one. I guess I'll just do the first one because the first one has the most amount of views. This chat actually happened a few days ago. I'm surprised. I thought it was just recently. 'Cause I just seen something about it today, so I'm confused on when this like actually happened. Here, I'm gonna share my screen with you.
All right.
Nice. So also the stream can see it. Let me know.
Yeah, I see it.
Let me turn that down just a little bit on my end. That was really loud.
Representatives Brian Fitzpatrick, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Matt Gaetz, and Raja Krishnamurthy have introduced the bipartisan Restoring Faith in Government Act, which would prohibit, quote, financial investments by members of Congress and their spouses and any dependents. Congressman Fitzpatrick wrote members of Congress, including their dependents, must be prohibited from trading in stocks while they are serving in Congress and have access to sensitive inside information. This is basic common sense and basic integrity 101.
The bill follows other similar proposals, including Abigail Spanberger and Chip Roy's Trusting Congress Act, which has been introduced 3 different times, Senator Josh Hawley's Pelosi Act, which would ban members of Congress from trading and owning stocks, Minnesota's Angie Craig's in January introduced legislation to prevent members of Congress from owning or trading stocks, and a bipartisan bill introduced by Pramila Jayapal, Matt Rosendale, and Ken Buck in March would ban lawmakers and their spouses from owning or trading individual stocks. That's all according to great reporting from The Hill, showing that this is something that a lot of members of Congress have expressed interest in. Usually, to my mind anyway, bipartisanship is often bad. It means like coming together to reauthorize the Patriot Act or something.
Right.
This is a rare example of good bipartisanship where people as different as AOC and Matt Gaetz and you know, your Tea Party congressman, your very far left congressman, your centrist kind of problem solvers, congressman people, have all agreed that this is just ugly, that the American people are fed up with incident after incident where somebody learns the pandemic's about to happen and then, you know, tells their brother or their spouse to, you know, buy shares in Pfizer or dump shares in Facebook or whatever it is. So you would hope this would be a no-brainer. And the only thing that seems like it's been standing in the way of it so far is that many members of Congress do actually profit from this kind of thing, including Nancy Pelosi, who has really dragged her feet on letting anything like this happen.
When we talk about this issue, we talk about the insider trader that goes one way, right? Are we going to pass legislation that's going to regulate X, Y, or Z industry in some way? Are we hearing?
Yeah, basically, that's basically all we really need to hear on that. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like people like Nancy Pelosi has like a lot of power, you know, because she's like basically third highest in the in the White House technically, because it's like the president, the vice president, and her. So she holds a lot of power, and she clearly has profited the most off of insider trading, or not her herself, but her husband, which is still like, you know, if she's passing laws or helping pass laws, then and her husband's profiting off of the stock, and it's stocks that are similar to like laws that she's passing through, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? It seems fishy. It's a problem. It's a problem that's happened for so long. And it's just like any law that gets passed is like, because I don't want to get into that just yet, but yeah, like it's very fishy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not good that their salaries are like $100K a year, but they're all worth $100 million individually. Because you can tell what politicians are insider trading or not by just their net worth and how much money they have.
Yeah.
Which is sad. And they should be arrested for it. Every single politician and their family that has invested in the stock should get arrested. Especially if they made a large amount of money off of it. I feel like they should do jail time. Nancy Pelosi should do jail time. So should her husband and anybody else in her family and any other politician, Republican, Democrat in Congress that has made money off of insider trading should go to jail. And I'm talking about all of them should go to jail. Like there's no excuse for why you're doing it or why you're doing it. There's no excuse. If I personally can't do insider trading myself, then why should they be allowed to? If I can go to jail for it, but it's just like, oh well, they're politicians, so who cares? Like it's not fair to anybody.
Yeah, but I feel like if it's like maybe 60%, you would say, of like high officials doing this.
Oh, it's way more than 60.
Yeah,
it's way more than 60%.
If we like just like all put all of them into jail at once, then we would like.
I'm talking about the ones that are in Congress right now, like because those are ones that are profiting the most off of it because they learn because they're the ones passing these laws. And also about laws. What I don't like, especially with the Biden administration, what they've been doing, they've been trying to get bills passed through that seem like really good on the surface, right? If you summarize it up, but it's like 100 pages. Like it was a Build Back Better was like this thick, like it was that thick, and there was shit in there that was like it was like crazy shit, like kind of like communist China type shit, like really bad, like stuff that would take away rights from us as Americans. Same thing with TikTok, banning TikTok thing. They're trying to get that law passed, and it's like this thick, and it's like talking about like if you say something on social media, you can get arrested for it and shit, which is wild. That they want to pass something that if I say something like if I talk bad about Biden, I can get arrested for saying something bad about Biden. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, I mean, they're doing that in other countries. Like United Kingdom, like over 3,000 people got arrested for saying shit on social media. I heard a story about this one girl who her friend died, and on her Instagram story posted a song, like that her friend really liked. Posted a song, like kind of memorizing her friend, like you know what I mean, like doing something like that on her Instagram story. Yeah. And it's a rap song and it had the N-word in it, and she's a white woman. She got arrested. She got arrested for that because she posted a song that had an N-word in it, and she's white. She got arrested. There was another case where this guy retweeted or reshared like this other guy's Facebook post, and they both live in the same country. And that dude that reposted got arrested because someone reported it to police saying that they were offended. And this is not happening in Russia. This is not happening in North Korea. This is not happening in China. This is happening in the United Kingdom. This is happening literally to our allies. And that can happen to us easily, especially if there's laws that are like 100 pages long. No one's going to read through all that. No one's reading all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a problem. No, I feel like there should be a limit. There should be laws put in place to limitize how many pages are in a law. I feel like that's how it should be. You know what I mean? I'd rather there be like a million like numbered different laws than just like 5 laws and it has like a million different things that it can do to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have it in like I would say make laws should be no longer than 5 pages long because you can fit a lot of words on one page. You can fit a lot of words on one page, right? So how about just make it 5 pages long? 5 pages is the max, or you have to read through the whole thing before you vote. You have to read through the whole thing before you vote. Or they should get groups. They should get a group of 5, and like all 5 of those people like read through different pages and kind of like write down, summarize what the bill is about, and then tell the people, because we don't get to see that shit. We don't get to vote on those. We're voting for the people. We're voting people in that are gonna vote for these laws, and they don't have our best interests at heart. And it's hard to tell who has our best interests at heart. But I feel like with this shit, with this law with this bill that's gonna get put through, whoever votes against this bill, the insider trading bill, those are the people we should not vote for next time coming around, next election. And this goes for far right Republicans, far left Democrats, or if you're in the middle. Like, no matter who you are, do not vote for these people because they're clearly trying to fuck us over. They're making money. They're fucking us over because if me or you decided to do some insider trading, we'd go to federal prison for like 10 years.
Yeah.
But if they did it, oh well, who cares? Oh, they're talking about climate change. Oh my god, they're just so cool. Or like, oh yeah, you know, like they have my rights. They're Christian like me, so I don't care. Like it's just idiot. It's just idiots that are running our country. Idiots that vote for the people in power. Young people that are idiots that just listen, like the first thing that they hear, like they just want to go the opposite of their parents, so they go like far left because their parents are like right, not even far right, just like right Republicans. Oh, my parents made me very angry. Now I want to kill myself because my parents made me clean my room and they're Republicans. So like that shit, like dumb people everywhere. And I'm not saying going Republicans right. And I'm not saying going Democrats right. You know what I mean? I have views that differ from my political. I have my political views, right? And I have my religious views because I am Muslim. Whatever the Quran says is what goes, in my opinion. But I'm not. But if I do ever get into like a position of power, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, we're going to go by the Quran. We're going to go by whatever the laws say in that book because that's how I feel. I would never do that. Because I understand, like, because what you know what I mean. Like, I'm Republican. I'm mostly Republican, but I'm Republican center. I'm right center, so I do share a lot of views with both sides. I'm for slight gun control, but I'm for everyone having a gun. I feel like everyone should have a gun, a shotgun, a pistol, AR. If you want that, have it though. Have it. But I feel like there should be more background check. I feel like there should be more things done to prevent accidents from happening. I'm for police reform. I want police to, get better training, get paid more because they get paid shit. The police get paid dog shit, and they're seeing dying children. They're seeing rape, they're seeing murder, they're seeing children dying, and they might have kids themselves. That's traumatizing. You get PTSD from that shit. But we need to defund them because they're pee-pee poo-poo heads. Oh, they're pigs. I hate pigs. Meh, 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 meh. Oink, oink. Like, shut up. Without the police, this place would be dog shit. This place would be fucked. Do you see LA right now? The funded police, and there's just homeless people everywhere. There's homeless people slashing people in the face with machetes, and they're getting out the next day. There's murderers getting out like a couple days later.
Yeah, I live 40 minutes away from LA.
Oh yeah, there are people. You can go to LA right now, shoot somebody in the face in the middle of the street. Police will arrest you, and you'll get out in a couple days. You'll get out in a couple days easily, especially if you're homeless. Just say you're homeless, and you will get out in a couple days.
Because do it to a homeless person, there's so many they won't even notice that they're gone.
Yeah, And but that's the thing though. Like they okay, so the left wants to pretend like they care about people. They want to pretend like we're the party that cares. We're the party that is compassionate, and we just understand what you're going through. We just we understand you. Like we just want to help. Like we're the party that cares. Those Republicans, those nasty Republicans, don't know what they're talking about. We're just so compassionate. Being compassionate isn't letting mentally ill people live on the streets and do heroin and drugs all the time in front of people and just leave dirty needles everywhere. That's not compassionate. Compassion is giving those people, giving those mentally ill people a place to live, a place to stay, and the medicine that they need to make them better. And helping homeless people that may not be mentally ill, may be addicted to drugs, maybe alcoholics, helping them get rid of those addictions, helping them have a place to stay for free for a while until they can get themselves back up, give them free education, give them a way to find a job, like give them these things to help them and make them productive people in society. Because there's job if you really want to make money, and this goes to anybody, if you are physically able to work a job and you need money and you want to provide for your family, you can go work at McDonald's. I don't care if it doesn't pay a lot. If you want to provide for your family, if you want to genuinely try, you would go work at McDonald's. You would. If you actually cared about your family, if you actually wanted to work a job, you would go work at McDonald's. It doesn't matter if you're 50 years old, or it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how much money it pays. If you want to provide for your family, if you genuinely want to, you would go get that job. You would. You're just too lazy to go get that job. And this goes for anybody. I don't care. I understand it may be harder if you're homeless. I understand that, and that's why I feel like that's why government should rent rooms out in hotels and motels, like ones that don't get a lot of business. Rent out rooms there. Abandoned buildings. There's abandoned buildings everywhere. Fix them back up, make them look nice. Have people in there. House these homeless people. Help hire a bunch of people to monitor these people and make sure they're not doing anything bad in their rooms. You know what I'm saying? Get these people better. Help these people get rid of their addictions. It's not gonna take a day or two for it to happen. It's not even gonna take a year for it to be fixed. It's gonna take multiple years. It's gonna take billions of dollars. But we're putting trillions into dumber shit. You know what I'm saying? We're putting more money into shit that doesn't matter. Anyway, and our roads are still shitty. Or we gotta raise the taxes, but there's still potholes everywhere on the roads. I mean, if you're not going to fix the roads, then help the homeless population, because this is dangerous. Having a shit ton of having more homeless people than people that actually live in houses, live in houses and shit, is dangerous. Because and mentally ill people walking around the street with weapons is very dangerous. You see it in LA all the time. There's needles everywhere. Everywhere you walk, if you have a toddler, you let your little kid out in the backyard and there's a heroin needle on the ground back there and they start messing with it and get poked by it. You don't know who used that needle. They could have any kind of STD or AIDS or whatever, or any kind of disease. And now your kid's probably going to die because you decided that homeless people should be able to camp wherever they feel like it. They should be able to camp in a rich person's backyard. Set up a tent in the middle of the street where cars are driving. Who cares? Oh, we care about littering. We care about the environment. But if you're homeless, you're allowed to just trash it up. You're allowed to trash up the place all you want. Start a fire. Burn tires. You know what I mean? Kill the environment. But if you have a house and you accidentally drop a piece of paper on the ground, we're gonna murder you. We're gonna make sure you lose your job and blah 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 blah. You're a Republican. Blah 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 blah. That's in. You know what I mean? Sorry. Go off a little tangent. You have anything you need to say, Micah or Malachi? I don't know why I called you that. Does anyone in the chat have any questions? Sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like there's not much that people can do about it. We can't just kick everyone out of office, because
Yeah.
that won't help. And anyone who ever vote in will probably be someone that's gonna like do illegal stock trading,
Mm.
like do stuff for their own benefit.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's so discoordinated. Like you're saying, there's so many homeless people. Like they don't know what to do for their own good. So
Yeah.
like us normal people, like if we can't do anything, so it's kind of we're just kind of stuck in this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we should
mean,
bring back guillotines, execute people.
yeah. Yeah, we should. But no, like I mean, people try to say, "Oh, well, we can just do this, do that." It's hard. Like we can try to vote people in that we think have the best intentions, but just because they say they have the best intentions doesn't mean they do. Like I can say that. I'd be like, "Well, I'm gonna run for governor of North Carolina, and I'm gonna fix the state. I'm gonna help out everything." But like but I mean, if I get voted, I can just fuck over everybody, raise taxes, do this, get rid of this bill, get rid of that bill, put this bill in. Like I can do that easily, but you know what I mean? Like anybody can just do whatever.
Yeah, that's the problem. People go in thinking they have good intentions, but like
Mhm.
they slowly get changed over time because of the money and the power.
Oh
Just
yeah, with Obama with whistleblowers, he said he wants to protect whistleblowers. He got into office and he like completely he tried to get them executed. He tried to get whistleblowers executed because he was compromised. You know, these people are compromised by big businesses that pay them a bunch of money, by certain people with a lot of money paying them to also do certain shit for them. Oh, here, hey, we'll give you $1 billion if you just like pardon this person over here, this mass murderer. You know, I mean, if you just do that, we got you. Like, you know, here's $1 billion. Here's a cool billion. Oh, Epstein, you know, he has kids on the island, and we also have videotapes of you, and we'll also slide you $2 million if you just, you know, say, oh, you know, Epstein's a great guy, and pardon him if he ever gets caught. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. You know, that shit. People are compromised by money. Obama was compromised by money. Trump was compromised by money. Every politician. I mean, there's a few politicians that went against certain industries, like the military industrial complex, like JFK. That was one of the reasons why he got assassinated, because he didn't want to go to war with Cuba because of Cuban Missile Crisis. They were going to and you can search this up. Anyone can search. This is not conspiracy. This is not like just something I'm just like I seen on some fucking like Reddit page. This is all true. This is all CIA, FBI documents are all in this. Like their FBI has documents on this shit. They have to legally set it up, like legally show it, because they were a part of the assassination of John F. Kennedy. There was Cuba joined the USSR, the joining Russia with communism and stuff like that, right? So since that happened, they were going to move missiles over to Cuba, and this was during like whenever JFK was in office, and they wanted to fake a situation where Cuba shot down a U.S. airplane and then try to go to war with Cuba to stop Russia from putting weapons over in Cuba, because Cuba's like literally right off of our coast of Florida. Like just like you can like drive a boat there in a couple hours and get there from Florida.
I'm pretty sure Cuba was like a U.S. territory at one point.
It is now. Is it? No, it wasn't. No, not now. We're closer allies with them now since Trump was able to give us a closer allyship. Or no, it was Obama. Never mind, my bad. It was Obama. Because during the JFK thing, we lost connection with them because of what our military was trying to do, and JFK said no. Because they went to John F. Kennedy or JFK and asked him if we can go to war, like basically getting his approval. He said no. A little while after, got assassinated because he didn't want to go with it, and I think try to say something about it. And then, you know, Russia tried to put missiles into Cuba, and then we went ahead and tried to put missiles into Ukraine as well. Like just like 30 years after, you know what I mean? Just like 30, 40 years after we decided to put some missiles in Ukraine, or try to put some missiles in Ukraine. And then they invaded Ukraine. And then we're so sad.
I have an impossible question for you.
Uh-huh.
What is Obama's last name?
Bin Laden? I don't know.
Obama bin Laden, bro. Oh, I remember the
fucking
rumors they made about Obama.
Oh, that shit is funny, dude.
Dude, they made the rumors about Obama being a Muslim.
I'm Muslim. That means I'm gonna blow up the United States. I'm sorry, guys. I read the
Oh,
Quran
God.
and it just told me to do it. They said it was right there in the verse, man. It was just kill all Americans. That's what it told me to do, man. I'm sorry, guys. I love you, Mike. I love you, Malachi. I love you, Siegel. But guys, got to go, man. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry.
What
It
what
told me.
translation is that?
What verse?
What translation is that?
What translation, big dog?
I'm messing. I'm fucking around. But nah. I don't. That's also a thing. Is that the Democrats say they support Islam and stuff like that, but they want to change like what people they want to be like, well, we understand your book says this, but we want you to think this way instead because this is how society thinks. And then Republicans don't like Muslims. They have that like idea of like them being terrorists and shit like that. It's like if you're Muslim, you're kind of stuck in the middle of the two political parties as well, because one side wants you to change your beliefs, wants to change your book, and the other one thinks you're a terrorist. So it's like both parties are kind of shit for that. And I want to change that. I say I want to change that. I want to change the Republican Party. I want to make the Republican Party a little better in that stance because I am Republican. And I do vote Republican. I have voted Republican. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to change the party. I don't think I could. I probably won't be able to ever. I would like to get into politics because I genuinely enjoy it, and I feel like I have a pretty good knowledge of it, and I feel like I take criticism very well. If I'm wrong about something, I'll admit it. It'll be hard for me to. I'll be mad, but I could admit whenever I'm wrong on certain situations and on certain things and on certain policies and stuff like that. But I feel like I could do a lot because I'm very educated.
You are?
Okay, bro, just because I dropped out in the 5th grade doesn't mean anything, bro. You know what? You can hop off my dick, buddy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't want to.
Just because I dropped out in kindergarten doesn't mean anything. Just because I dropped out of the womb doesn't mean anything.
Just because I have a 3rd grade reading level doesn't mean anything, bro. Like, I can do it.
That reminds me of the bragging I used to do in school in like the 3rd grade.
Oh god, dude. I have a
They made
4th
us
grade
these-
reading level.
No, they made us take these crappy tests to see what reading level we're on. And I was one of the tiny groups that like we were in the 3rd grade at like a 10th grade reading level.
Oh,
Oh
I
my
don't know if
goodness.
your elementary school did this, but if you like read books, you get like points because like you read a book
Yes, AR
and then you
points.
take like little quizzes and then you
AR
get
points.
points. Yeah, AR. Yes, those, bro.
Yeah.
Those. Dude, I got
last
1
time I
point.
checked,
I got 1 point. I think I was at the lowest because I never read any
actually
books.
grinded points because the teacher actually like gave us a prize if we reached.
Our
50
teacher did
points.
that. Our teacher did that, but I just didn't give a shit because you didn't have
It
to
was like
do
this
it.
thing that balances on your finger and like balances everywhere. And it's like I really wanted it for some reason. It's like grinded out 50 AR points.
Jesus, bro. I think the top like points like I don't know how our point system worked, but I think like one of them was like 50,000 points or something like that. It was wild, and some kid got it. But I would like read like the easiest books. I'd read like the 5-page
the
like
big
all
red
pictures.
dog.
Yeah, I'd read shit like that all the time. I read Dr. Seuss books, and I would just like get out like little points. So I just like because you had to read at least like one book, so I would just read like the easiest books just to get like some easy points. Because I just did not care.
Stab out your eyes, you could say you're blind.
Huh?
Stab out your eyes, you could say you're blind.
Like, yeah, do that. Easy.
So I have bad memories with the AR points also.
Oh, dude. What happened?
We had a teacher,
Uh-huh.
okay? Every month, we had to read a book, take the AR test, tell her how many points we got from it or whatever, and our score, and we had to write a summary on every single chapter in the book.
Oh, shit. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. They didn't make us do all that. They just make us like read a book, like, or if it was like a big book, you can do like certain chapters and then take the test on the chapters. You just like type in how much you read. If it's like a big book, like a Harry Potter book, you can just like, oh, I read 2 chapters, and it will give you a test on the 2 chapters.
Did you know you're able to do the AR testing on the books of the Bible?
Oh yeah, one teacher said we could, but like not a lot of the teachers let us do that because we only had like a few religious teachers.
Oh.
We had this one reading and writing teacher that we had. She would like let us read the Bible as like a thing to do or whatever. because she was like really religious. I'm pretty sure she got fired because of it too. Like a
Bro,
few years
imagine you
later.
get an F on a test. You got an F on your test. Read 5 scriptures now.
Write half the Bible right now. Find like the
No.
longest verse or whatever and make you write it 100 times.
Oh, dude, that would suck.
Find the longest book, whatever the longest book was.
You know, the first Mormon person I ever met that I knew was Mormon is my current law studies teacher.
Mormon's like the multiple wives people, right, or whatever. Is that who they
do
are?
not know. He doesn't even have a wife nor a girlfriend.
Oh,
He prefers to just be alone and read history books.
Fair, dude. I like history. History's dope. History's great.
Yeah, I mean, bro knows a lot about history, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know a good amount. I wish I knew more about history. 'Cause I like watching history documentaries. I'll fall asleep to history documentaries, bro. I'll straight up, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah, at my school. He teaches law studies, which is like just a little side thing, get a little extra cash.
Yeah.
Then he teaches road geography, Western civilization, history, or whatever it's called, and U.S. history. I think world history.
Yeah, I loved world history. Whenever I took that class,
Is a Roman thing though at my school.
dude, that was the first ever like subject I got like 100, like an actual like 100. Like that's why I finished out that class and it was 100. Didn't fail a test, didn't fail a quiz. Like I got a full 100.
That's crazy.
That was the only that was the only subject I ever did. And science I got like a 99 in.
It
was
I've
good.
ever heard.
I love science too, bro. I love science. I love that shit.
I feel like I'm hearing lies right now. No way Soap got more than 50%.
I swear, like,
So,
dude, math, I barely passed. Math, I would like every time it would come down to like the final like test of the year, and it was like the final test like 80-90% of your grade or some crazy shit like that. So if you pass it, you pass the grade, even if you got like a 10% in the class. I would always pass that. I would always pass that enough to be able to pass the grade, dude. Always for math. Always.
Our law studies teacher was showing us like, all right, if you get like a 10 out of 25 on the final, it'll really only make your grade go up like 3%, down 3%. So don't even worry about it, bro. Just like showing us like it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, that's what my math teacher did. He was like, hey, if you don't do any of your homework and you pass all the tests, you'll be fine. But if like you do none of the homework and pass all your tests and like do decent on all your quizzes, you'll pass. Like he told us, like if you just didn't do one and just did well on the other, or like you just did all your homework and did like shit on your test, you'll be fine. You'll pass. Because the only thing he cared about was doing good on your homework. He only wanted your homework. If you didn't do your homework, you'd get like detention and shit. It was fucked.
Dude, I kid you not. Yesterday, my algebra teacher got upset and like had a conference with my mother. Because I waited last minute to do an assignment.
Oh, dude.
All because we had 5 days to complete the assignment. It was like 10 questions, Pretty generous. But, dude, he's like, how come you didn't do anything? What were you doing? Playing games on your laptop? I'm like,
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just waiting last minute, I'm just waiting last minute. He's like,
normal, man.
But you had 5 days to complete this, dude.
Wait,
I always do last minute on my fucking shit. Always wait
you in high
last minute.
school?
Yeah, I'm in high school.
You're only taking algebra in high school, dude? I know 7th graders taking algebra.
Well, my school. So here's how high school goes for math. 9th grade is algebra 1. 10th grade is geometry. Really? 11th grade is algebra 2, and then I think it's like
took algebra 1.
trigonometry or something like that for 12th grade.
I don't even know when I took algebra 1. I think like maybe 9th grade I took algebra 1. It was weird.
Yeah, that's when you're supposed to take algebra, I'm pretty sure.
9th grade?
9th grade is when you're supposed to take algebra.
Yeah, I don't know. It was weird because I went to like two separate private schools that were like a lot different from each other. Like one of them was just kind of like easy to pass through and shit. Like anyone could really pass through it. And then I went to like a college prep one, so it was like really like it was like a lot of shit, especially with certain. Because there was some teachers that didn't give us any homework, and there was other teachers that like stacked us with homework, gave us so much fucking homework, like hours worth.
The way my math teacher does his homework, You have an assignment, a homework assignment every week.
Well, all the math teachers in like the last like actual school I went to were just like all bad with like giving a shit ton of homework. But like a history and science, reading, like they didn't really give a shit. Like it wasn't really that bad.
Sad. You know something sad?
Hmm.
So I take English 1.
Mhm.
We've done more essays and writing in our civics and physical science class than we've done in English 1 all year.
Listen, bro. Listen, this still pisses me off to this day, and I'll still say fuck you, you stupid art teaching bitch. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I liked you're cool. I liked your husband. Your husband was really nice. But okay, so I went to this one private school, right? And we had like our what is it called? The
you're
electives.
gay?
The electives, right? It was elective
Art
classes.
class?
Yeah, you had to take it. You had to take art class. That was like one of your like electives that you had to take. Like one of your extra classes or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And we had the art class. I took it for like a little bit because of I forgot. I think because I just didn't know anybody. So that was like my first year. I took it, and we did more writing in that art class than we did because like art class is just supposed to be drawing and writing and shit like that. We learned the history of art. We did more history learning in art class than we actually did in history. I had in the first 2 weeks of that class, I had a whole notebook full of notes on art. I'm not joking. It's not like I'm not joking. Like she would like make us write like we never drew anything. That whole like year we took that class, we didn't draw anything. There was nothing we drew. We just took down notes the whole time. And we had like tests and shit about art, like not even art shit, not even anything about art. No artists. It was bullshit. It was a bullshit art class. No one liked her.
So,
Everyone
quick
hated
question.
her. Yeah.
What year did art originate?
I don't fucking know, dude. Do you think I paid attention? You think I paid attention to that shit? I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck about that class. Oh no, also in math. Whenever I had math with that teacher, because the school was really weird on how it was set up. But she also like teach like a certain math grade. Yeah, like every teacher was like, I had like one teacher that taught like 2 different classes. Like it was weird.
Dude.
It was weird.
Get this. 6th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 teachers. This was between social studies, reading / ELA, math.
For one teacher?
2 teachers.
2 teachers?
Between all that.
That's what it was for me at that school for for a certain grades. It was certain grades, it was like, oh, these teachers are going to be your teachers for that. And like if you got into a different like as like you would go through the grades, it'd be like more teachers or less teachers. It was really weird. Like in 6th grade, it was like you just go in between 2 different teachers. You get into 7th grade, you go into between like 3. And yeah, it kind of like it was weird like that. It was really weird with how it was set up. And we also had regular PE because it was a very small school. We didn't have a gymnasium. We just went outside and played basketball. That was it. That was it.
My school, one dude teaches the entirety of high school math. One guy.
Oh, no, never mind. No, we didn't have that. I think there was 2 different people that taught math for high school, for like middle school and high school, in like another private school I went to. There was like 2 different people that taught like a math for like from 6 all the way up to 12. Even some elementary school as well. They taught. It was fucked. It was chaotic. Because whenever I explained it to people that like my friends that went to public school, they were like, "What the fuck is your school?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, I know, bro. It's awful."
Dude, I understand the
It's awful.
I
man.
understand it because my school's so small.
Yeah, but then like they would always send me memes about all private school and it's like all this fancy shit. Dude, I didn't go to one of those expensive there is a private school near me that is like extreme. It's like college campus size. Like it's huge. People that like played sports for there like go on and go play for Chapel Hill, like Tar Heels, Carolina Tar Heels, Duke, Clemson, Appalachia. Like they go on to play. They go like for sports. They go on and play in those colleges, like D1 athletes and shit for like these like schools and shit. And I went to like just some shitty school in the middle of buttfuck nowhere in North Carolina. Like that's
Dude,
it was that.
Fuck nowhere.
If Mr. Beast made it, then you should have made it.
Hey man, I'm not Mr. Beast or J. Cole.
Yo,
Dude.
start giving away gift cards and stuff. Maybe then.
Yeah.
Yeah. At 700 subs, we'll be giving away $500 gift card.
We'll be giving away $500 to whoever gives the meeting.
You're complaining about all the homeless people on the street. Maybe we should do something about it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
that's
we
how it
should.
be.
We should.
I mean, great point. If you're gonna complain,
but then someone would complain about it because, like, you know, with Mr. Beast, like he did like the curing the blind people. People got mad about that, and he just did another video about like helping deaf people. So, like I bet you if I go on Twitter right now and search up Mr. Beast, just people trying to cancel him. Right? Watch
he's trying to do
me
good.
go.
He's trying to help people out.
Yeah. Some people have like good arguments about like some people have good arguments. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why don't these politicians, why don't these rich people do it? And Mr. Beast is trending. Mr. Beast is trending. Mr. Beast continues on his path of.
The rich people are too entitled. They don't care.
Dude.
Literally, they do not care at all.
Mm-hmm.
So what? They'll put out their ad like once a year. Oh, we care for them. We're donating this and that.
Look at the thing. Look at the thing.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, this. Mr. Beast logging onto Twitter after doing a good deed. Seriously, this is disgusting human behavior. How can you guys defend Mr. Beast after this? He's exploiting these unlucky humans with his money and is profiting off of their hearing loss. I will not be showing anyone of his videos to my children. I hope you do the same.
Dude,
I know a lot of these are just trolls, but some people are like actually being serious as shit.
Yeah, like I've listened to Mr. Beast on a podcast. He said it. Like,
oh yeah,
he barely makes any money off of his channel.
I mean, he
all
obviously
of the money
makes
goes
money
back into.
Oh yeah, he makes a shit ton of money, but all the money that he makes goes back into like paying the editors, cameramen, people that are on the video, like doing shit like that, paying for the video.
He doesn't get as much profit as people think.
Yeah, like he does make money. He doesn't even have a house of his own. He lives at the studio. He has a room in the studio that he works at, like the place where they make all the videos.
I'm pretty sure he has a house.
No, he lives in the studio.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He talked about it. He I think it was Lex Freeman's podcast. He talked about it, living in like the
He
talked about a few people.
I saw a clip.
Oh yeah, he made a video. Who was it? Some guy, some like a tech guy was like in like doing a tour, and he talked about it. Like they showed his room or whatever. He has like a bed, workout equipment, a TV.
The people who are making the Squid Game, what's it called? The Squid Game.
Yeah, they did all that shit.
He did the Squid Game.
He had a house, but it got broken into.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he got broken into and stole everything, but they stole everything but his password to his Bitcoin shit, because he had like $1 million in Bitcoin or something, some like crazy amount of money in Bitcoin, and that was the only thing they didn't steal was his password to his Bitcoin account.
So it basically didn't affect him at all.
Oh yeah, he cried. He cried because he thought they stole that too, because that would have been it, because that would have been all of his money. Technically,
but they didn't.
They didn't know what it was. So he was cool. He was cool with everything being taken out of his house, but that he lost thousands and tens of thousands of dollars worth of shit. Just like that password was worth more than all of that to him. So you got to keep that, which is good. But yeah, but there's like some people that were I seen a tweet talking about like, oh, well, why would you help these disabled people? Like it was some weird shit about like helping out disabled people, and like you thinking that, oh, they're disabled so you have to help them and shit. Like if you're disabled, like why would you not want to be cured? Why would you not want to be cured if you're disabled? If you don't have legs, like if they found a way to grow legs on you, wouldn't you not want to have legs be grown onto you if you lost them or weren't born with them?
Here's the thing.
But some people wouldn't, because some people are lazy.
The people who are complaining about, oh, why is he doing this for them? Mm-hmm. If they were in the people's shoes, they couldn't see or couldn't hear or didn't have legs.
They would want that. They'd want that.
They would want it.
Oh yeah. Except for this one lady. You seen that one lady that like poured like drain cleaner on her eyes to make herself blind? She felt like she was blind. Like that shit's that's a mentally ill. That's they're either super lazy and just want to protect, like, because there's people that are identifying as like disabled, but they're perfectly able to like walk and shit and do certain things, but they like just say they just can't walk and shit. They want to identify as disabled. Those people are fucking disgusting. If you want to do that, do that, but you don't get disability. Like
They need to
those
bring
people shouldn't
back
get disability.
execution.
I feel like with those people though, like those people need to be like put into like they need to be like mentally like checked up on. They need to be put into hospitals
Yeah.
for mental health.
For real.
No, like I'm not just saying that. Like I'm not trying to make fun of them. Like it's just like those people are genuinely mentally ill. Like that lady that like poured like drain cleaner on her eyes to make herself blind because she felt like she was supposed to be blind. She is mentally ill. She is extremely mentally ill.
That's the thing.
That is mental illness, and she need like. And there's people that are like in wheelchairs that don't need it and say, "Oh, I'm." And those people, but people, because some of those people are just lazy. People trying to pretend to be disabled so that they don't have to get money and shit like so that they can get free money. They don't have to work a job. And there's some people that are genuinely mentally ill, and you need to like kind of like check up on all those people, put them in mental health hospitals, and talk to them and see what's wrong with them. If they're not mentally ill and they want to pretend to be disabled, don't give them disability. They should not be allowed to be on disability. Even if something did happen to them where they actually are disabled, they don't deserve it because you are, because it's very insensitive to it pisses me off that more people are not mad about this, because you know how fucked that is. I know disabled people that genuinely can't work, that like genuinely shouldn't be working, but they're working a regular 9 to 5 like I do, but they can't walk or they can't talk right, or like they can't hear, they can't see. They're working 9 to 5s because they actually try to. They actually want to work. They actually want to do something with their life. They don't want to just profit off of the government. And there's people that are pretending to be disabled because they want to be fucking lazy and sit at home all day and not work a 9 to 5.
I used to know this guy who was like
Makes me
mentally
mad.
ill. Like, he wasn't like psychotic or anything. He was just like, there's like the people in their mind is like, they're like a child basically. Like they don't know anything. They're like special.
Autism, like autistic.
No, it's like way worse than that. Like, this is like a guy in his 40s, looking like Dr. Phil, but he's acting basically like a baby. Like, I saw this. They gave him a straw. He's like, "Mama, a straw." Like something, like he had stuff wrong with his mind. This is like,
like
no,
he actually had a real mental illness. He wasn't like one of those people that just because there's people that have like that kink of like pretending to be a baby. Those people are fucking weird. Those people just need to go to jail. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Essentially, he had the mind of a child.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, I feel terrible for those people.
I did feel bad for him. I knew his father. His father was a great man.
Yeah,
he passed away like a few years back though.
Yeah, those parents that like still take care of them, even if it's like really hard for them to. Those people deserve a medal. You know what I'm saying? They deserve the world because I personally couldn't do it. Like I don't know if I would be able to handle that.
Dude, I couldn't take care of a child. I couldn't take care of a child. Period.
Yeah, like especially like this like a mentally disabled child. I feel like that's so hard. And those parents that like stay and like do that, they deserve the world. Heroes. But also those ones that just leave are like also really shitty if they don't try. You know what I mean? If they don't try to do what they can, those are shitty parents. But I can understand if like it's really hard and stuff like that and you need extra help. I can understand that. You know, because that must be very, very, very difficult to handle.
Yeah.
And it must be really hard to see like your son that just can't do anything on his own. It must be really hard. Or like a daughter that can't do anything on their own. It must be very difficult.
Now my brother, he has Asperger's, but you wouldn't expect him to have it. He acts normal, he seems normal, he's just quiet.
Yeah.
He's quiet, reserved, all that. He just doesn't want to talk to new people.
Yeah.
He has his little friend group.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if him and a friend were in a gay relationship because I've seen how they act around each other.
Hey,
you all like to laugh yourself?
Hey, man. That's funny, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if they're gay, dude. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
They've been friends. They've been friends since like kindergarten, dude. I swear, some of the things they've done.
Have you ever asked him if he's gay?
I'm like, man, I already know you and Larry be sleeping together.
That's funny.
Because his friend's name was Larry. Then there's the other one he knows on Xbox. That's the other one I say, man, when you went to Tennessee to visit him, I already know you was in his bed. Just like making fun of him, poking fun at him. No, I'm not saying like I hate gays and it's disgusting.
Yeah. That's
like
it's your brother.
I like to poke fun at my brother.
Yeah, he likes to make. Yeah,
He's like 19, 18 or
Yeah.
19.
yeah. I don't know.
Check your DMs.
It's fine. I got you. No, I'm not 1v1ing you, buddy. Calm down.
Why are you scared?
Nah, I just don't like 1v1ing. But nah, like, yeah, going back to politicals, dude. Our whole
We
system
can
is
use
fucked up.
snipers.
Shut up. Our whole system is fucked. We need new people in office. We need better people to
Well.
run. But I mean, you know, the only person the Democrats are fucking running is idiots that they can easily control, like Biden and Kamala Harris. Like, any speech that
Listen.
Kamala Harris has ever given is just like so like it's like a 5-year-old trying to like talk. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, remember that one meme where it's like, if you want to do you want to do you like, it's like that. Like that's how she like gives her speeches. It's so like you can't understand
that's
what's going
Biden.
on. And that's a
Biden
vice president. That's a vice president. She's our vice president, right? And she's not like Joe Biden. Joe Biden has like 3 brain surgeries. He is really old. He has cognitive
like-
decline. He has dementia. Like he is in cognitive decline right now. Like he is so far gone. The fact that he is still standing up is like whatever drugs they're giving that man. I want to know. What are Adderall? Like, what is? Give it to me. I need that energy to stay alive. If that corpse is still walking around right now, give that to me now. Give it to. I need that energy, bro. I need it. I need that. Give it to
You
me.
sound like a crackhead.
Give it to
begging
me.
for that.
Because like
I need it.
because imagine if they didn't give Joe Biden any of the drugs that they've been giving him. He'd be laying down in the bed right now, doing nothing. They drug all those people up. Donald Trump was Adderalled up on one of the fucking one of the debates. Like all those old ass politicians are drugged up.
Listen, I believe we haven't had a good president in a long time.
Yeah.
You know why?
Hmm.
Because a good president would be assassinated.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
It's true.
They would have been killed already. Like Abraham Lincoln,
JFK.
JFK. Like all those people were great. Ronald Reagan, great presidents. They were killed because someone didn't like what they were doing. Someone didn't like it. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but JFK was not assassinated by the dude that everyone says he was, because there's no way for
Oswald?
he did not do it alone. There's no way.
There's no way.
It is, and it's proven. You can go like look at FBI documents. It's proven that the FBI was involved on it. They have to say it now. They were involved on it because he didn't want to go to war with Russia and like bomb fucking Cuba and shit and make a fake bombing to fucking go to war with Cuba. He wanted to keep good relations with Cuba, but the military industrial complex, which is a real thing, people that profit off of war, which is generals and other politicians, which is why do you think they're pushing for us to go to war in Ukraine right now so much? Because there's a lot of money in it. There's a lot of oil in this. Russia does like most of the oil for the whole world. Imagine, bro. Imagine we can take over Russia. How much oil we would have? So much oil. We'd have so much. We have trillions of dollars. Trillions of extra dollars.
Funny about JFK's assassination. His last words, bro, they were hilarious. But what was the town that he was assassinated in?
It was in Dallas, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Somewhere in Dallas.
I thought it was Houston.
Was it Houston or Dallas?
But here's the thing. He's like, man, the people of like, if he was in Houston, he's like, man, the people of Houston couldn't be more welcoming. And next thing you know, he's shot in the head with a bullet. Real welcoming, if you ask me.
Yeah. Parkland Health, Dallas, Texas.
Oh, so you're right.
Yeah, it was in Dallas. It was like some like little town in Dallas.
Yeah, it's like the people of Dallas couldn't have been any nicer. Boom.
Yeah, JFK was like that one Democratic president that both sides liked a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those presidents. There's like a lot of Republican presidents that Democrats liked. There's a lot of Democratic presidents that Republicans liked. I miss that. I wish we'd had that today. But it doesn't matter what good a president does. Like the other side just hates them no matter what. I mean, Joe Biden did some good things, but he also did a lot of stupid shit. One thing that the thing that bothers me a lot is like Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize, but he like did so many drone strikes and killed so many innocent people. Like 90% of the people that he killed with the drone strikes were innocent people, not even Taliban or like terrorists or anything like that. 90% that he killed were just innocent civilians. Just like dropping, like he did so many. He did so many drone strikes, so many missile strikes. Biden also is doing a lot of them as well. Trump did like 2 or some shit like that, and people were, oh, he's just gonna start a war, but Obama like did one like every other, like every hour. Every hour it was like there was a new drone strike happening. Oh yeah, like drone striking church or drone striking mosques, drone striking children hospitals, schools, like places where children are.
There's a YouTuber. He like goes like he sneaks into places and stuff like Chernobyl. He snuck in there, like all these places and stuff. He even like snuck into Afghanistan and stuff. He like bought weapons from the Taliban. He even called them his Talibros.
He's Russian, right? He's Russian, right?
He's missing.
He's
missing, and now supposedly some suspicious stuff was believed to happen between him and the U.S. government and the Taliban and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
And some people are speculating that the Taliban kidnapped him.
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
Definitely, dude. Definitely.
Like, he even like showed like a bunch of it on YouTube.
Dude's filming the Taliban. He's getting put. You think the Taliban doesn't monitor that shit? Yes, they're fucking everywhere. Taliban has a Twitter account, bro. You make a tweet about it. Yeah, they have a Twitter account. They're verified on Twitter. They pay for Twitter Blue. Oh yeah, dude. Donald Trump was like even before Elon Musk, bro. Like Taliban was on Twitter, but like Donald Trump was banned on Twitter even before Elon Musk bought it.
I'll be right back.
I don't know what their Twitter name is, but
Oh, it's really goofy.
I don't know if they took him down or not, but it was on for a while. Is this it? I don't think that's it. That's like the president of Afghanistan. Taliban started buying blue check marks. Here I'm gonna share screens really quick. Show you this. Taliban started buying blue check marks. The Taliban has started using Twitter paid for verification feature, meaning some now have blue ticks on their accounts. So like people that are in the Taliban have Twitters and they're paying for it and shit like that.
That's stupid.
So I mean, yeah, the Taliban Taliban has Twitter Blue, dude. And like even before Elon, like I'm not saying like Elon's allowing them to be on there. Even before Elon.
So I'm gonna head out right now. I'm gonna go
Alright.
some bio.
I got you, bro.
See you guys. See you.
Yeah, I'll see, bro. But even before Elon bought Twitter, right? They were on there, but Donald Trump was allowed on there because Donald Trump's too controversial. But yeah, no, it's wild. We will fight, we will die, but we will take our rights. But we will take back our rights. Despite Taliban's ruthless suppression of female protesters, the courageous women of Afghanistan took to the streets of Kabul today, demanding their basic human rights. The actions of the Taliban in the post decades have shown that they are fighting for the freedom of the country and the rule of the Islamic system have been basic freedoms. We have been in good relations with the Taliban. Afghanistan is now an independent country and the Taliban. What?
Check your DMs.
No. Hold on. Yeah, but no. Yeah, the people within the Taliban, like people that are in the Taliban have been buying Twitter Blue for their Twitters and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, don't they have a lot of money?
Oh yeah, dude, they're fucking. Yeah, it's all. It sucks what they're doing. It's fucked what's going on there right now. It's because we decided to back out. They're just like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we're right either, because what we did to Afghanistan was fucking awful. But also, we were trying to free the women there, because I feel like women, because also the Taliban are very like extreme. I'm not all Muslims are like that. They're very extreme.
Like strict.
Yeah, no, there's extremists. They take what the Quran says and they alter it for their benefit. Because
Like,
even
women
because
have to cover their faces.
yeah, because like I mean, in the Quran it says like women covered their hair or their face. You know, like they that's like a part of being a Muslim woman is covering your hair, like wearing the hijab. You know what I mean? That's like a part of like you don't have to cover your face. You can just cover your hair. Like that's a part of it, right? And you don't even have to cover all your hair, just like most of it for some. But I mean, it's just they take it and make it more like make it twist it to benefit them, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting what they're doing. It's awful what they're doing. Because in the Quran, it doesn't even say women shouldn't have an education. It doesn't say that at all. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. So it's just awful.
Yo, so how long we at?
We are an hour in. Pretty good. I think we can end it here.
I don't know, man. Just like that first podcast episode. Oh, wait. Let's not end it just now. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't have a lot to talk about, man. I want to try to get like actual like legitimate guests on that like have like I'm not like saying you're not a legitimate guest, but like I want like
No, I get what you're saying. Like someone like what we're gonna be talking about the theme. Like
Yeah.
someone who's actually in that field. Like you would like for this, you would want a real politician.
yeah. I don't think I'll ever get a politician on here anytime soon. But I would like to have people that
It doesn't have to be
understand more about certain things. So I understand a lot about things, but I play video games. That's all I do.
There's a town in Louisiana called Killian. I know a guy who's running for mayor for it.
Mm-hmm. I want to run for mayor for my little town that I live in. At some
Your
point.
little town.
Yeah, little town I live in.
Bro, just get all your viewers to move there so that they can register as voters.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Like, I mean, I want to get big on YouTube as like a streamer, podcast, like whatever the fuck. Play video games. I don't care like what I get famous for on YouTube because I'm like, dude, I have a bunch of different fucking content on this fucking channel, dude. I have shorts. I have regular videos. I play Call of Duty. I play Valorant. I stream them, and I'm doing a podcast. You know what I mean? I'm like my content's
Like-
all over the fucking place on here.
You're putting in the work to become famous.
Yeah. And it's not because I want fame or fortune and shit. I don't give a fuck about
wonder-
any of that shit. I just love streaming. I love being live. I love talking to people. I love having conversations about things and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I like doing this. This is fun to me. This is great to me. This is what I like to do. And I don't even care. It doesn't even have to be a political podcast. We can literally talk about fucking video games for 3 hours straight. As long as I'm talking and people are enjoying and watching, I don't give a fuck what we do, what we talk about.
Video games, bro. I'll make this podcast 5 hours long.
But not like I don't care.
So
I just
let's
like-
talk about Nazis.
Talk about Nazis. Nazis are bad. Okay. Nazis are bad. Okay.
Good.
Nazis are bad. Okay. Eric, don't dress up as Hitler anymore. Okay. That was a funny ass episode. My mom made me this.
Oh yeah, for like Halloween when you
Yeah.
dressed up as Hitler.
Yeah. My mom made me
But
this costume.
everyone was Chewbacca.
Yeah, everyone else was like Star Wars characters and shit.
No, it was just Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, Chewbacca. No, what did the actual characters like dress up as? It just was like something. Like they were all like themed together and shit. And then everyone else dressed up as Chewbacca.
No,
So it's funny.
Eric was Hitler. I know that.
And then
One of
like the
them-
rest of them were like
Chewbacca.
something else. They were trying to like do something. I forgot what that episode.
Listen, Eric was Hitler. We know that, and one of them was actually a Chewbacca.
Yeah. Either way, that was a funny ass episode. All of South Park is funny. It's crazy that like South Park is still doing what they're doing, even in today's age, where like if someone else tried to bring up a show like that, they wouldn't allow it. You know what I'm saying? If anyone else pitched a show like that, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. But South Park is still doing it. Comedy Central is still allowing that. And Comedy Central went pretty political after a while. We just need more. We need more shows like South Park that just kind of like test the limits. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We should be able to test the limits. We should be able to make people mad. Make the little blue-haired people mad.
Just like in the South Park episode, Mormons were right.
Oh,
I'm a-
dude,
I'm a Catholic.
Scientologists.
I'm a
Church of
Baptist
Scientology.
Muslim here. What was the right religion? Well, actually, the Mormons were right.
Mormons are right. Oh my god, dude. That shit's funny.
Yeah.
Nah. Oh, that
So-
one movie where like Saddam Hussein was like in a gay relationship with Satan.
What?
Shit was so funny, dude. Saddam Hussein, the dictator or whatever, he was in a gay relationship with Satan. I forgot what episode that. I forgot what season that, or not season. I forgot what movie that was.
I sent you a video of the Taliban. I want to break free.
I thought it was gonna be like a beheading.
break free.
I thought it was gonna be like a beheading or something.
Oh no! I mean, they got Twitter for that, so
Yeah, just go on Twitter, search up Taliban, you'll find a couple of videos probably. Hey,
Yeah.
Soapy. But no, that shit is wild.
so we ending it here, or
Yeah. Next podcast, boys. I'll try to get somebody before I do another podcast.
we're gonna get a real serial killer on here.
I'm gonna get Jeffrey Dahmer, bringing him back from the dead. We're gonna have him on this podcast.
Ed Gein, John Wayne Gacy. Let's have the whole gang together.
Yeah, let's get every serial killer ever, dude. On the next episode of the SoapCast, episode number 5, we're gonna have
Taliban on here.
on episode 5, we're gonna be having a Taliban member on the podcast.
No, the leader.
The leader of the
just any
Taliban.
ordinary
Who's the leader? Who's the leader of the Taliban? Let's make enemies with that guy really quick.
Yeah.
Taliban.
All right.
I
Well,
don't know
I'm
how to
out.
say that fucking name, but yeah, we'll have that guy on. But thank you for everyone that's watching the podcast, that watched it live or watched it after the live was done. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. On this channel, I also do regular streams, not just the podcast. I do I stream Call of Duty and Valorant. So if you guys want to watch that, you guys enjoy stuff like that, follow, like up the
He
motherfucking
does
pod.
the Dadio game.
I also have sex live on stream as well. They cannot ban me. I'm joking. No, I do not do that. YouTube, before you guys try to ban my channel, try to get me suspended again, I am just joking around.
Or is he?
And I want to make a disclaimer too before we end. I'm not pro in politics or war or anything like that. So anything that I do say, take it with a grain of salt and do your own research, as you should do your own research. Don't listen to CNN. Don't listen to Fox. Do your own research before you know 100% what they're saying is true. Because CNN, Fox, all those news stations do lie, and even individual independent news people also lie because they are very hypocritical and they don't do their own research. They just they're opinion based. They're not factual. They're all opinion based. Every news media is opinion based.
They're paid.
So do
to
your
do
own
certain
research.
things.
Do your own research. Do it on multiple different browsers as well, because also Google is very biased, and a lot of browsing services are also very biased. So do your own research. A lot of this shit is opinion based, and a lot of this shit is factual because I do my own research personally myself. So just do your own research. Don't listen to anything I say. Don't take it as 100% factual. But yeah, thank you all for watching the podcast. I'll do another episode soon, hopefully. Make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys like just watch me go live playing video games, you can also see that on this channel as well. Peace out, everybody. I love you guys. Goodbye.
If you subscribe, you get all the women.
On God. And your dick goes 3 inches.